okay, before I turned off the camera. It was Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do that inspired me to do my own thing. Now, I also have Mike Tyson up here. Now, I never considered Mike Tyson a hero while he was a boxer. He was good for entertainment purposes. But today, he's more of a hero because I like his style now. He's chilled out a whole lot, and plus, he's promoting the use of cannabis. Now, I got Billy Blanks up here because he kind of inspired me in the sense of being able to make a martial art into a world class fitness thing. Now, the thing between Bruce Lee and him is they both took Oriental martial arts and combined them with boxing. And even though I call my martial art marijuana kung fu yoga, what it really is boxing mixed with Tai Chi. So let's go to this side, or let's go to the other side of the wall. So first of all, my first real training away from home besides my mom, because by the time I got Marine Corps boot camp, I was already pretty much disciplined. My mother she wasn't mean or nothing like that. I'm not saying that. She was disciplined. And she showed us about discipline, and I knew how to make a bed like the Marine Corps made a bed when I got there. So that's me about 20 years old. I was one of the oldest guys in boot camp. And then my next formal training was, as I just showed you, was with Grandmaster Leong Shum at Yin Jiao Pai. This is actually a picture of him and I in Virginia. I was helping him with an workshop that he was doing on Tai Chi, and I was living in Virginia. And this is one of my classmates' schools down in Virginia. I apologize. It was Georgia, one of them southern places. So this, after I studied with Grandmaster Leong Shum, this was my first flyer. I used him on my flyer. This is my first flyer in my first class at the Tao School of Shotokan Karate. Now, the brother who got me started, who let me teach there, I'll say his name later. He introduced me to the brothers in Harlem, and that's where my little short career. So all this I'm doing here is a little short career. So this is a flyer from the first tournament that I did with them. And they were called New Breed Karate. I was teaching at the Harlem Y. Lamar Thornton and the brother who got me started up in the Bronx, the first flyer I showed you was Richard Dozier. And I'm not going to be trying to pronounce their titles right now because they. So some of this stuff is out of place. So I put this one up here just so I can get it done. So this here is when I was teaching children at a summer program, and that's like I said, I kind of jumped ahead because this is like 1994 or something like that. But let's move down over here. Well, actually, let me start from here. Right here is where we did I did an exhibition, and I was a judge. I did an exhibition at the Masters demonstration, which Sifu Ben Hill Bay actually got me into, and it was at the where's that? Well, it was at this college right here. What's funny is that was the last thing I did before I moved out of New York, and then I moved back to New York, and I actually taught a class at the same college. For 8 classes, I got paid almost $700. I was like, well, this is cool. I can make a living doing this. So other than that, I also was a judge at other tournaments like so, and did demonstrations and stuff like that. So, and this is where Ben Hill Bay and myself um, got written up about this tournament back in them days. This was in a couple of kung fu magazines where I got it yellowed out is where they talk about myself and Sifu Ben Hill Bay. So on below that is where I have all my stuff where I was working with the children. So here is a certificate from El Faro Community Center, and that was the what do you call it, the ID card. I wish I would have did this a little better. It's a little lighting, but too bad. I'm gonna take it down. And you can't really see this one. This is again before I left New York. I got a job which just happened to be really cool because I made a good amount of money. I got a job working in daycare. I wasn't teaching Tai Chi or anything. It was just I was working with children. And when I got to Georgia, I was working at the YMCA. Here's one of my flyers, and that's my ID from when I was working at the Butler Street YMCA, again down in Georgia. And I was working with Coach Samaj Floyd, who is my or was my Olympic boxing coach. So I learned some of the Olympic boxing from him, and that was a certificate he gave me. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get that down because I'm about to change the whole. Well, I'm about to take some of that stuff down because, like I said, you really can't see it. And oh, one more thing. So this is my student, Sifu MC. Can't really see it again. I messed up on the lighting, but as you can see in the background behind me is the very same certificates I'm showing you now, but you can see they were in frames. So when I took them off that wall to put them on this side, some of the glass and some of the frames got broken. So I had the brilliant idea, let me take them out of the frames. Maybe they'll look cooler. But now the paper's all wrinkled up and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I'm going to take them down. You can't see them. I'm going to just put a few pictures up there, maybe a picture of him and I, and a picture of Sifu and I, and just a couple of things. Because the yang side, let me explain, is the side about manifestation of the yin side. This is all the concept and the idea, and I'm going to talk about all that in that part of the wall. But this part of the wall is things that I have accomplished. So what I might do, take down all that stuff that I accomplished already and replace it with stuff that I'm going to be accomplishing maybe this year in 2025. So I didn't want to make it 2 videos, but I pushed a button by mistake. So this is the second part. But that's all I wanted to do, and I'm going to change the room around, and then I will be out. Peace.